We're here at the 2016 MRS meeting, the fall meeting, speaking now with the chairs of this meeting, Bernard Bewlay. Welcome, Bernard.
Thank you.
Also, Sarah Heilshorn. Sarah, welcome to you.
Hello.
And Slivija Gradečak. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Bernard, let's start with you. The technical symposia. What are some of the high points of the technical symposia today?
So I think we have 52 technical symposia in the meeting. They're arranged into 9 different clusters, from nanomaterials, photonic materials, structural materials, and soft materials. A very broad range of topics for everybody. Symposium X is a symposium that is the chairs we're running, and we're really tremendously excited to be here with you this week for the whole program.
And Slivija, aside from the technical symposia, what are some of the other broader impacts of these meeting of the minds, if you will, in materials?
So there are a couple of aspects that are covered in terms of the broader outreach program. So there are a couple of tutorials that were organized on the broader impact as well as on the communication aspects in material science and engineering. There are a couple of symposia, actually 2 of them, focusing on teaching and business in material science. And one of the things that we really placed a significant effort this year is to increase the industrial participation in the meeting as well as in the Material Research Society. So there are also many activities at the meeting that are focused on the broader impact and outreach, including Women in Sciences, a breakfast that is organized every meeting. There are also a couple of events that are focused on science and art, as well as activities that are focused on interactions among students and other participants at the meeting.
Many applications, very interesting. Sarah, talk about the social part of this, because the hallway discussions and the discussions amongst the people attending MRS are very important, aside from the actual symposiums and lectures. Talk about that aspect, how important that is.
Yeah, certainly the social component of the meeting can't be overlooked. I think it's a wonderful opportunity for the community to come together and to catch up with colleagues, to meet new people. And that's why it's also really important that we we try to maintain a schedule so that everyone has a simultaneous break, so we can all flood the coffee urns right at the same time and meet and mingle in between the different symposia as well. This year we also tried to pay careful attention to which rooms all of the different symposia were scheduled in, so that symposia with overlapping interests could be located right next door to each other to help facilitate that type of social interactions.
Not by accident that people are bumping into each other.
Yeah, exactly. It's by design.
Fantastic. I'll throw a general question out, and any of you can answer it. Just talk about the importance of volunteering and going forward with MRS, and how important it is to volunteer and what volunteering means.
So first of all, it is an amazing opportunity to chair one of these 2 of the major events in Material Research Society, and to do this with 4 other scientists and amazing people. And we really had an opportunity to shape this meeting, but we also hope that we will have an impact on the society in general in future. One of the things that we mentioned earlier is the industrial presence, so we really hope that this will be reflected later on in terms of the membership and in participation in future meetings. So.
Yeah.
Well, I just echo Sylvia's comments. For myself, I've been coming to MRS meetings for more than 25 years. I've been a speaker, invited speaker, symposium organizer, and now I have the pleasure of also being one of this year's 4 meeting chairs. And it's really a great privilege to be able to contribute to MRS in general, but particularly in this role. And I certainly encourage everybody to really contribute as much as you possibly can in a volunteering manner to MRS, and anybody needs any assistance in that regard, I'm sure we'd all be very happy to help.
Labor of love, right, Sarah?
Yeah, and absolutely. I'd also like to give a shout out to the MRS staff. You know, for people who are considering volunteering, maybe they're a little nervous about it because they're worried it's too much work. MRS has, in my opinion, the best staff of all the technical societies, and they really make being a chairperson quite enjoyable and fun.
Well, that's good to hear. Thank you so much, Sarah, Bernard, and Slivija. I appreciate your time today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.